Hey, honey, it's your girl Brianna J, and this is Break Free From Yourself podcast. This podcast is my precious baby that is centered around self-reflection and self-love. It's about a young woman's journey, me of course, to find inner peace, but also realizing that sometimes she can play a role in holding herself back from that peace. This is going to be a space where I'll be real with y'all, but I'll also be real with myself. Listen, I know I'm not the only one that can hold themselves back from that greatness that they're supposed to be. Maybe y'all will be able to relate, and we can get through this journey together. So let's take a walk together, hun.
That is so fetch. Gretchen, stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen.
Hey, honeys. It's your girl, Brianna J, and welcome back to another episode of Break Free From Yourself podcast. Shout out to my DSS fam. It's still October, and we're still in the mean girl spirit. Anyways, of course, this will be posted on a Wednesday, and on Wednesdays, we wear pink. I got my pink on today. Today, as you can see from the topic, fetch is never going to happen. Let me give me some background. Fetch has always been like a part of me. I even just got a tattoo maybe a month ago. That's so fat. I thought it might be easier for me to show you a video of my tattoo versus me trying to show you the actual tattoo. So there you go. As you all know, I've been streaming lately, and on October 4th, I had a Mean Girls stream. I had my little pink outfit on, my little two-piece jumpsuit, juicy, because October 4th was when Aaron Samuels talked to my girl Katie. So we had to have a Mean Girl stream and, kiki about the movie, watch the movie a little bit, have a little game night. But with that being said, I had already had in my mind and on my heart that I wanted to do this episode for maybe a year. I just kept pushing it off for reasons that I may or may not talk about later. But anyways, I decided that today was going to be the day. We're finally going to get this That's So Fetch episode on, because we need to stop trying to make fetch happen. So, as you can see from the title, the theme is Stop Trying to Make Fetch Happen. It's a Mean Girls reference where Gretchen Wiener was trying to make the word fetch trendy throughout the entire movie. Fetch was supposed to be like cool, awesome. But she kept saying it throughout the movie, and everybody would always side-eye her or look at her like she's crazy. So, after so many times of saying it, Regina George, the mean girl, got annoyed, and she was like, Gretchen, stop trying to make fetch happen. It's never going to happen, baby. I'm sorry to tell you, you getting on my last freaking nerve. She didn't say all that. I put some ad-libs. But basically, that's what she said. And she yelled at her. And I realized that moment was a pivotal moment for me. So I'm going to show you the clip real quick.
That is so fetch. Gretchen, stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen.
Okay. This clip would sit with me throughout the years of my life, and I would tell myself often that fetch is never going to happen. Basically telling myself to stop trying to force what's not meant to be. I made my own definition. One thing that I had not talked about on my podcast was men. And there was a reason for that. Other than the fact that that was just my personal business, the other reason was it could be received as I could be the president of the She Woman Man Haters Club. But let's be for real. We've all had a moment we were trying to make a relationship or a situationship a thing that it just wasn't. Unfortunately, I've had that a few times because I like to be delusional. The thing is, things didn't work out, and I'd have moments where I'd be like, girl, stop trying to make fetch happen, because it ain't gonna happen. Stop trying to make a man like you or love you that really don't give a about you. Find another man that does, because they out there.
If one nigga don't work, get another one. If that nigga don't work, get another one. And if that nigga don't work, get two niggas.
But I'm not even trying to be on my Shira 7 bag. But sometimes we as women, we hurt ourselves more trying to make fetch happen with a man that was only supposed to be there for a moment of fun. That speaks to our value and our discernment. Some of us sometimes have moments where just green and we don't know. But there are other times, and I've been in this category, where we do know and we choose to act like we don't know. We don't use our discernment. We bypass that. We look the other way, overlooking all the obvious red flags because we want to try to make it work. And that's why I didn't speak on things, because I'm gonna go through my embarrassment by myself. But at this point, goddamn, stand up. Stand up. I had to realize that I needed to stop overstaying my welcome and stop overlooking those obvious red flags. And one thing that I do want to ponder on, I don't know if I want to have a discussion about this, but why does it seem like women are the only ones that have to worry about embarrassment from a relationship not working? I'm only seeing that from my point of view, but it doesn't seem like men have to worry about the embarrassment of something not working out, because that's not, they weren't raised to value that. Unfortunately, throughout history, we've been raised to value relationship, value marriage, and all this other stuff. They're raised on other values. So we're the ones that end up looking embarrassed or feeling embarrassed if things don't work out the way we intended for them to work. And I don't know if I like that. But we're not gonna do too much on that. It's a thought for me. Anyways, trying to make fetch a thing can happen in any type of relationship. Keeping someone as a friend that you know ain't no good is trying to make fetch happen. I did that a few times. And I was trying to keep a friendship that obviously had its toxicity. Because, baby, sometimes those fun friends will get you in a world of trouble. And not only that, just trying to form a relationship with someone that is not equally yoked, or the energy is not equal. If they're not reciprocating the fact that they value that friendship too, you're trying to make fetch happen. Another, building communities or going into business where the values don't align, that's a headache. You got to know when to hold them and when to fold them and walk away, baby, because it's okay to do that. I think sometimes we choose not to walk away because we don't want to feel like a quitter. But no, baby, it's just you valuing your time and your energy. Applying those decision making skills will help you in the long run, because you don't have time to give your energy to those who don't value your energy. It could literally apply to anything. I feel like I made my own personal definition because she was trying to make it like cool, like awesome. I'm saying you're trying to make fetch happen because you're trying to make something happen that's not supposed to happen. It's not in God's will. It's not in God's way. It's something that you're trying to manipulate and control. So I guess in a way, I did kind of make fetch happen because I changed the definition. But I want to end this episode with this. Try to have a more discerning outlook. Trying to make a thing from something that it isn't is only going to take that good energy from something that could actually be put to use for something else that you could be doing. P.S. I'm personally breaking free from not talking about men on my podcast. I shied away from it for too long for personal reasons. But at the end of the day, baby, you can't escape them mother suckers anyways. So I'm going to talk about it. I'm not going to put y'all too much in my business, but best believe I'm going to talk because I got some ideas.
I'll do the best I can with what I got. Oh!
All right. I have a community that I have all my interests wrapped in a cute little bow. We got Gamer Town, we got the book club, Potter's House. That's where we are now. Tech Time. And if you just need some motivation, we all here. Because in the club, we all fam. If you want to join my community, my Discord is BJ's World, and the link will be in the description down below. Thank you so much for coming back and listening to another episode of Break Free From Yourself podcast. Thank you and coming back. Bye, honeys. If you don't already follow my Instagram, TikTok, or Twitter, go ahead and do that. TikTok is my best friend, so you know you can definitely find me on there. Use any of those platforms to comment and let me know what you think or want to hear on the podcast. Bye, honeys. Thank you for listening to Break Free From Yourself podcast. I hope you enjoyed yourself and come back for another episode.
Follow this girl.
Okay, it's recording now.
Subscribe. I don't know your account name. We gotta restart that. We gotta refocus.